What's up, everybody? What's going on? It's Funky Uncles, episode 2. And I'm waiting for my boy DR Presents to hop on. And we're going to talk about some things. Tonight's topic will be Prime Time, Coach Prime, uh, scooping the number one player in the country and taking him from Florida State. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we back on Funky Uncles. Funky Uncles doing it again.
Yeah. What's up, man? I was just going through a little monologue, letting the
Okay.
people know what tonight's topic will be. And
Right.
a good one, bro. Travis Hunter, the number one kid in the country, flips from Florida State and goes
Yo.
to Jackson State with prime time. And you tell me, DR, since you came up with the topic,
Yeah.
what does this mean in the landscape of HBCUs competing with the Power Fives and the predominantly white schools?
Well, being that Prime basically took a recruit from his alma mater, now that's like a dagger. Ooh. Um, I think it's gonna depend on his production, for one. For
Mhm.
two, draft status. Because right now, the power still is okay. Well, he went to a smaller school, so the competition wasn't there. But it's not like players from smaller schools have not produced. But they're
Right.
looking at some smaller schools different than they look at HBCUs,
Hmm.
because they're looking at them like D3, like
Right.
let's play like Stony Brook, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
and places
Right.
like that. But
Yeah,
at the same
exactly.
time, the more kids that go to those schools, the more talent they have, which in turn creates better competition. So if it becomes a trend, then we can kind of get back to how we were in the 60s and 70s when it
Yeah.
came to athletics in HBCUs.
Right. Because you got to remember, look how many players came from HBCUs back in the day. Walter
Right,
Payton went to Jackson State. Jerry
right,
Rice went to Mississippi Valley State.
right.
Um, you had John Stallworth, Alabama State. Harry Carson, South Carolina State. What up, SC State and the Bulldogs? Donnie
Bulldogs.
Shell played for the Steelers. Donnie Shell,
I
SC
know.
State. So
I'm telling you,
there's always been a pipeline from the HBCUs to the NFL and the Hall of Fame. So, you
right,
know.
but I think we need to get it in all sports. It can start in football, but I think the more that we get a more versatile recruitment in all
Mhm,
sports,
mhm.
it makes it better. Whereas you can feel more comfortable, because a lot of people don't understand if they've never been to a HBCU, and
Mm,
that's all
yeah,
people,
right.
not just us.
For
The
real, man. They do it a little different in them HBCU campuses, bro.
It's a learning experience. I have a
Yeah.
friend of mine. I wish he had been on. He could tell you he started out going to Kutztown State
Hmm.
in Pennsylvania. Andre Reed. That's where Andre
Oh,
Reed
yeah,
went to school.
yeah. Andre Reed, right.
And then he wound up going to a HBC. He went to Benedict with me, and he's like, yo, that experience was just, you know,
Yeah,
it's it's different, in my opinion, for
it
an
is.
athlete, being that you don't have to cater, you don't have to be, sometimes you're that only guy, and you may have come from a different background, and now you have to be somebody else,
Right,
and you really
right.
don't have coaches and teachers that understand where you came from, and the people around you don't necessarily understand where you came from. So it's harder for them to help you progress in life, because their understanding may not always will be, but may not always be on the correct level to
Hmm.
help push you forward.
Right, right. And I want to add to that. With Travis Hunter going to Jackson State, I was reading the article and it said Dion has, with the with the NIL, for you can get where you can get paid for your likeness and
Yeah.
your image. He has a $2 million deal for Travis Hunter with Barstool Sports. So while this kid is in college, he got 2 mil, bruh. That evens the playing field, my man. I don't need a Florida State. I don't need a Notre Dame. Let me go right here to this HBCU, sign this NIL letter, get this
Yeah,
money for my likeness for 2 mil from Barstool, and I
yeah.
ball out. I'm going to the league. I got 2 mil before I go to the league.
Now I wonder how they divvy that out. I wonder if they give it to you like periodically over a period of time.
I
Be
think
able
they prorated. I don't know how, but I'm sure they prorated. You're
right
not gonna just give an 18-year-old 2 mil. Fuck out of here. Hell,
because
hell no. You give him over 18, $2 million. Yeah, he gonna fuck that up, man, for sure,
right
man. But I thought that
pizza
was
for
interesting,
everybody.
man. Yeah. What do you think about that aspect of it? Him being able to sign that deal for his likeness for 2 mil with Barstool Sports. Big up the Barstool Sports.
Yeah, big up to them. I think that's gonna be a definite way to help level the playing field. Being that a lot of times when it comes to we look at like the WNBA and the NBA, there's a lot more money in the NBA to go around than the WNBA, so they can't get paid the same.
Right.
Now, once these HBCUs begin to garner more attention, to get more TV deals, with the TV deals, the TV stations, they get more commercials. Once there's more money in the pot
Yeah.
flowing around, then
Yeah.
they can get paid more, and the appeal of going to an HBCU becomes greater
Yeah.
because now they can compete. Back,
Yeah.
when it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get any money going to, this school, and I can go here. It may not be a big D1 school, but I get paid more. Now it's like,
Right.
we can win some championships here in the
Yeah.
SWAC and the MEAC and all that, and
Yeah. Yeah. Ju-
CIAA and
Just imagine if Jackson State was number 2 in the country in college football because they got that many fucking recruits, man. Come on, bro. And the TV money going where the stars are.
always. That's it started in the 80s,
Yeah,
and
they're going
you
where
know
the
what I'm
stars are
saying.
at.
That money started really rolling in the 80s with
That revenue
endorsements
money.
and everything, and now it's come time. It's way
Yeah,
past time.
yeah. I think the playing field is level now that you can get paid while you in college. Hey,
Hmm.
man, you might get some big time kids coming to South Carolina State and sign a deal with Bojangles or somebody. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. Let's say there's a lot of kids from all over the country that play sports like that.
Hmm.
And, the majority of the HBCUs are in good weather states.
Good. We some tropical folks, man. We don't like
Right.
all that cold shit.
So it's gonna be like, yo, you mean I can go somewhere where it's warm 9 to 10 months out of the year and go to school?
Play ball and get paid.
And
All I
and
gotta do is maintain my grade point average 3.0.
and in some
Come on,
cases I don't
man.
even have to see snow.
Not at all, son.
Hmm.
Not at all, bro. Not at all.
It's like, okay, if I go to school like in Virginia or something like that, but if I go down to Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, there's a good chance I might see snow once or twice in my
Maybe,
collegiate career.
maybe, yeah, maybe. But let me ask you this: you think Travis Hunter would have got that deal from Barstool if he went to Florida State?
No,
If he signed with Florida State, you don't think he'd have got that 2 million from Barstool?
no,
But that's crazy, though.
no. Because for one, going to Florida State as as a top recruit, going to a PWI as a top recruit, it's
Hmm.
common. It's common. You're
Yeah.
still gonna you're still gonna be one of many.
Right.
You're
Right.
gonna be one of many. I think it was Shannon Sharp said this is the first time the HBCU got a top recruit in the top, at least in the top 50,
Yeah.
in the
Ever.
top 50 ever.
Ever. And
That
Shannon, shout out to Shannon, Savannah State. He's a Hall of
that's
Famer.
another one. That's
Yeah.
another. My cousin Danny was there with him one year.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp, man. Savannah
Yeah.
State, bro. Yeah, man. So, hey, man, I don't want to run it too long. I want to make sure we get this episode.
Yeah, make sure we post this, John. It's going
Yeah,
on DR
man.
Presents on. I
I'm
got it
gonna
down.
try something before we go. Let me hit this camera button. Okay, that's just to hide my icon. Okay, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I recorded it this time, man. I'm making sure all my everything is played. So, yeah, man. Like I say, I'm glad we got this episode in. I ain't gonna string it out too long. Just wanted to answer a few questions for the people. I appreciate
No doubt.
everybody tuning in, joining in, and shit, let's do this again soon, bro.
Yo, we might be able to set this up Wednesdays. That way people will know when
Yeah,
to time in, when to jump in, when to chime in. We're gonna have some other people on. I'm
that's what's
trying
up.
I'm looking out for my people's anybody that's knowledgeable, even those
Yeah,
that have difference of opinions. I don't mind that because I can
not at
learn
all.
something that way,
Not at
you
all.
know.
Let's have the conversation, man. That's the only way we're gonna come to a common ground. Have the
Exactly.
conversation.
And show them that funky uncles, you don't have to have the same, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be thinking
Right.
the same thing
We
in order
welcome
for us.
all viewpoints, man. You know,
No
like I
doubt.
said, they always say, well, we gotta talk and we gotta talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's
Let's talk
have the
about it. Make sure we
conversation.
listen though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We
Yeah.
gotta listen.
Got to,
Stacy
man.
Miller, what's going on with you? I see
What's up,
somebody down
Sage? What's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna
there.
hop off, man. You can bring her on, man, and do your thing,
All
boy.
right. Well,
Yeah,
go
man.
ahead and go ahead and post that, and you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna work it from there. Once again, DR presents. We had G the QB. Now he had to change his name.
To
Russo.
Russo Gian. That's a new channel I'm working on. So call me Ru, call me G. You know, I'm gonna save G to QB strictly for sports, but
Yeah.
I'm still working on building the channels, man. I appreciate all your help, bro.
My,
And if
hey, my pleasure.
anybody that's a videographer or know how to put things like that together, hit me up on Instagram at Russo Gian 48. I'll appreciate the help. And just looking to try to build this black male media, man, so we can get our stories out there. Our
Right.
way, man.
No
All
doubt.
right, bro. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. I'll holler.
Holla at you, bro. All
All
right,
right.
one.
Peace.
Let me see how I get out of here, man. Okay. And we out.